Welcome to Shaw TV Huskies Howl. This is Curtis J Phillips, sports writer for the ACAC and sports information officer for the Keyano College Huskies. Today we have a packed show. We'll be looking at the various nominees for the MNP Athlete of the Month, male and female for Keyano Huskies, and we'll also be talking to the winners of those awards. Plus, we'll be talking to women's basketball coach Dwayne Vigilance and men's soccer coach Connor Brady. Right now, we're going to take a look at the MNP nominations for Keyano Huskies Female Athlete of the Month. Presented by MNP Keyano Huskies Female Athletes of the Week. And here are the nominees. October 5th to 11th, 2015, Kika Greenlee basketball. In an exhibition series in Lethbridge, Kika Greenlee dominated every game, totaling 52 points and 23 rebounds in the 3 games. October 13th to 18th, 2015, Shelby Hearn volleyball. Shelby Hearn, a 6'3" middle first-year student athlete from Fort McMurray's Westwood Community High School, had an excellent debut as the Keyano Huskies defeated the host Concordia University of Edmonton Thunder 25-15, 25-18, 25-16 October 16th, and 25-13, 25-18, 25-18 October 17th. Hearn had 8 kills in her first match and 4 blocks in the second match. October 19th to 25th, 2015. Basketball rookie center Daniel McClellan from Fort McMurray's Father Patrick Mercredi Community High School continues to impress as during a weekend series against the Grand Prairie Regional College Wolves, winning 57-54 October 24th, 2015 and losing 56-44 October 23rd, 2015, she totaled 28 points and 24 rebounds. Those are your nominees for the Keyano Huskies Female Athlete of the Month for October, presented by MNP. We're here with the big winner, the MNP Keyano Huskies Athlete of the Month for October, Kika Greenlee from women's basketball. Now, Kika, well, the first thing we have to get on the record is, in the program, they always say you're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You're from a beautiful place in Minnesota. Where are you from?
St. Louis Park.
St. Louis Park in Minnesota, which is probably 150 kilometers or 3,000 miles, depending on the difference from St. Louis Park and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, how did you end up coming to Keyano from St. Louis Park?
I was actually at a cookout with the family, just hanging out, and I got a random call, and they asked if I wanted to go play basketball in Canada. And I talked to my mom. She said, "Go ahead." I said, "Sure."
And who was that random call from?
I can't remember his name. But he used to play at Keyano in the men's team.
Okay. And
CC.
okay, CC, yeah. And what did you think when you got that call? You thought, Canada? Like, what was running through your mind?
I had never thought about going to Canada. Thought you guys lived in igloos, to be honest. I didn't know, but I was like, somewhere else, fresh new start, why not? Sounded good.
And how was your introduction to the ACAC? How did you find your introduction the first year, last year?
I thought it was okay. I mean, just getting a feel for how the league is and how the players are in it, but I didn't really think anything much of it. And
this year, how do you feel your team is doing, and how are you doing in your second year now, used to the Canadian culture and to Canadian basketball?
I think my team, we're young, so we're learning. So we're learning every day, so that's good. And I think I'm doing just fine, just trying to grow every day in practice and become better.
And becoming better, so what's some of your weak points you have to work on, you think?
Conditioning.
Conditioning, okay, yeah.
I don't like to run.
And basketball is a sport where you have to run sometimes. Yeah. What are your strong points? Your strong point is going to the hoop. Well, that's one of your strong points.
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty strong defensive player at best, and good rebounder on a good day. And I knock down free throws pretty well, too.
And how tall are you?
5'6.5".
No, 5'6.5" really doesn't come to mind a good rebounder. So is it positioning, or is it your tenacity? What gets you those good rebounds?
I think it's a mixture of that and the strength and conditioning program that we go through. Just moving bodies and being strong, being aggressive, being at the right place at the right time is just a part of it. So.
And what's the difference that you have seen so far in your 2 years compared to American JUCO college and Canadian college? Have you seen any difference?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess training can be different, but not really much so on the players. Like basketball is basketball, I guess, anywhere you go. So
Basketball is basketball. And how do you feel about your selection as the MNP Female Athlete of the Month for the Keyano Huskies?
I'm excited about it. It's nice. Feels good. I don't know.
Did you phone home and tell your family, were they having a cookout at the time?
No, I gave them I gave them a call, but no, they weren't having a cookout. My mom was just at home, hanging out, watching TV, and I gave her a call, let her know. She said she was happy, she was proud. She told all my brothers and all aunts and uncles and all that, and that's all she wrote.
So the news got around. Now, student athlete, a student athlete is different from Canada than the States.
Yes.
In reality check. Well, how do you find the student athlete in Canada? How hard is it to keep academically?
It's really tough. It's really tough, but it's always been kind of tough for me. So, I mean, you can never balance the workload, all the training, all the school classes, studying, it's all the same, and it's all really tough.
And what are you taking?
Business management.
Okay, what advice do you give to other young ladies that may cross the border or other young ladies who are just coming to the college ranks to succeed as a student athlete? What advice would you give them?
Put school first. Always be in your books. Always be studying as much as you can and get all the resources and use them to the best of your ability.
Well, that's Kika Greenlee showing you that she's an all-around athlete, all-around student. And we'll be right back with more Huskies Howl. We're here with Dwayne Vigilance, head coach of the women's basketball team. Dwayne, I know you say with your team it's family, but we have to get to that family aspect because the sport of basketball is very important in your family growing up. Maybe tell us a bit about that, your relationship with basketball with your parents and brother.
Well, it's a long story, as you know. Basketball, we just grew up playing basketball. Like my dad was our junior high coach and also our high school coach. I kind of followed the footsteps of my brother. He started playing basketball very young before, he started playing soccer, and I followed him all the way, from 6, 7, 8 years old, and to follow him to the courts and playing with his friends. And, as he got older, I started getting better at the game myself, and kind of just took it from there. But yeah, it started with my dad and went through my brother, and then now to myself, and now to my little 4-year-old who likes to play basketball as well. So. And
that your brother Colin Vigilance and your dad Compton Vigilance, who for eons was coaching high school basketball, now assistant coach with your team. Yeah. And he coached the summer leagues and high schools, etc. What's it like to have your dad as an assistant coach at this stage in your life?
Yeah, I think it's really good. He brings another aspect to our coaching staff. My dad brings the excitement and the passion and the intensity that sometimes that I lack because I'm so focused on certain other things. So it's nice to have him there, bounce ideas off, and he's very knowledgeable. So I'm very happy to have him.
A couple minutes ago, we had on the screen, I hope you got some of those Keyano Huskies trivia questions correct. We had up there. They were tough. They were pretty tough.
Hope so.
Kika Greenlee, a young player from St. Louis Park in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. What does she bring to the table for your team?
Well, Kika, I don't want to, put her on blast, but Kika is our team. I think we die and we live with Kika. I think if Kika's banging, rebounding the ball, drawing 2 or 3 defenders, she'll find the extra one. She brings a lot to our team. Not only scoring, she's a terrific leader, and again, I think she is, our team.
Yeah, I'm just looking off set here, and she's got a smile like a Chester cat this wide. When you said she was the team, we won't let that get to her head right now. She still has to perform on the team.
Absolutely.
How does the team look this year? We're just entering the season, and when this is on TV, you'll be maybe 7, 8 games in the season. How's the team looking so far?
Man, we're young. We got to crawl before we can walk, and our motto this year is it's a marathon, not a sprint. We had some struggles. We're 1-3 right now, but our young kids are playing very well. I think they're starting to pick up and understand what the college basketball game is all about. And that's part of the thing that Kika brings, the intensity and always pushing our kids to be better. Yeah, I said she's our team, but obviously there's 4 other players that she plays with at one time. But I think she's now bringing her passion and intensity to the younger kids, and they're trying to raise their game to her level, and it's fantastic. And we lost some games early, but our girls are battling, and that's more important right now.
Now, your own playing journey, you went to see the ACAC, then you went to coach around the world. You coached in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
What brought you home?
You want the real story? The real story is, our 4-year-old now, Jayla, was born in Australia. We were all set to stay, but we couldn't get a visa for her, so we had to come back. Luckily, I talked to Mike Conley, who was our athletic director at the time. It was just, one day after we found out that we had to come back, I had a call with him. The job posting for Keyano College was up, and I applied for it, and I got it. So it was nice coming back home.
So it was meant to be in a way.
It was meant to be. I think it was a little bit of fate. So.
And we're proud to have Dwayne Binns, the young man I've known since a young age, dribbling a basketball and also dribbling from the mouth and everything. And he's done it's very proud to see what he's done as a young man, as he installs that work ethic and family ethic you see with the kids on the court. But right now, we're going to be taking a look at the Athletes of the Week for men, MNP Athletes of the Week nominations for men with Keyano College Huskies. Presented by MNP, Keyano Huskies Male Athlete of the Week nominations. October 5th to 11th, 2015, Kevin Dia basketball. Kevin Dia is a 5'10" guard enrolled as a fifth-year student, having graduated from Father Patrick McMurray Community High School in Fort McMurray, and Dia has been instrumental in Keyano Huskies' success in preseason Alberta College's Athletic Conference men's basketball action. October 13th to 18th, 2015, we find Corey Richardson basketball. Corey Richardson is a 6'1" guard from Burnaby, Australia, in his second year with the Keyano Huskies, and he played an integral role in a 68-67 win against the visiting Nate Oaks October 17th, 2015 at the Syncrude Sport and Wellness Center. Richardson had 15 points, 3 steals, but more importantly, playing a team-high 34 minutes, controlled the tempo of the game. October 19th to 25th, 2015, Demaine Nelson men's basketball. In a weekend series against the host Grand Prairie Regional College Wolves, the Huskies winning 92-82 and 83-70, Keyano Huskies Demaine Triple D Nelson totaled 34 rebounds and 21 points. October 26th, November 1st, 2015, Angel Goldson soccer. 5'10" defender, Angel Goldson was named Most Valuable Player at the 2015 Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference Men's Soccer Championships, held October 30th to November 1st, 2015 in Fort McMurray. During the Huskies' gold medal 1-0 victory against the Lethbridge Kodiaks and a semifinal 2-0 decision against the St. Trojans, Goldson turned away countless offensive attacks. Those are your nominees for the Huskies Athlete of the Month for October, presented by MNP. And those were the nominees for the MNP Huskies Howl Athlete of the Month, males. And we're here with the winner, Angel Goldson. Congratulations, Angel, on being the Huskies Athlete of the Month for October. But perhaps you did not know, you may be hearing it first.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, you're going to be announced the Athlete of the Week in the ACAC. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So two whammies all at once. You're the Keyano Huskies Player of the Month for October. You went against 3 strong candidates, and you're now the ACAC Athlete of the Week for males. That's encompassing 7 schools, and all of this from his work at the ACAC Men's Soccer Championship. Maybe tell me about the 2 games you played against St. and Lethbridge. How important was your play in those games winning?
Oh, I mean, all season I've been putting in the hard work outside and practice, show up, get the hard work done, listen to what the coach has to say, as well as listen to my fellow teammates when they try to correct me and stuff. And we knew coming into this, we had a goal in mind that we wanted to get to the national championships, and the only way you can get there is if you win the provincials. So I didn't get much sleep going into Sunday's game. After we played State, I was kind of relaxed, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. We could do this, you know. Don't feel too much pressure, but the pressure hit me in the night, and I couldn't sleep. So I just started thinking about the game, and I was talking to Rodrigo H, and we were saying, you know, we got to go out there and get this done, play our hardest. And I said to him, even if I have to get a broken leg just to get out the win in this one, I will do whatever it takes, you know. And I just went out there and I settled down, and I just played to how I know I can play to my strengths.
And you did have an
did it.
injury in the last game. Was that a head injury, or what happened there?
Yeah, I tried to go by one of the players, Peter, and our heads clashed together, and then I had to go down. I was a bit dizzy for a little bit, but I got up and kept fighting, you know, because we had to get it done. So.
Now, what goes through your mind? You have the top scorer in Canada, the Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association, with Nico Pasquati, and then you have Peter Natinji, who's scoring 13 goals. So you have two guys who are capable of scoring at any time. They're ranked #1 and #2 tied for top scorer in Canada. What's your mind focus with those two players coming at you?
Well, when you're going up against players like those, for myself, I don't know, I like to play against the best of the best, because then it shows my quality as well, you know, to let everybody know that I'm not just a walk around. I'll go head to head with anybody, you know. And what I was thinking, I was just like, you know, just don't give these guys any time or space on the ball, because they'll hurt us if we do so. So I just spoke to the defense, and I told them, like, we just got to do this way. We just got to play to our strengths, you know, keep ball side and always stay behind them. Give them no time, no space, close down every ball, make it to every second ball, and we'll be okay.
Now, your journey from Kingston, Jamaica, you first went to the States and played in Colorado for 1 year, was it?
Yep, I played at Trinidad State Junior College for 1 year, and I liked it there. It was good. The soccer was good. It was our first year in the competition, so we didn't do as well as we wanted to. And then I met Rodrigo Leitch at that time, and he told me he was coming to Canada, and then I started speaking with Connor, and he told me good things, so I just said, okay, I'll take the chance, and I spoke to my parents about it, and they said, yeah, let's do it. So
Did he tell you about the weather?
Well, he told me it's not going to be a bed of roses, you know, and it's pretty cold up here, but I just told myself I have to do what I have to do, you know, because my family depends on me and stuff, so I just came here, gave it my all.
And what advice did you give to Kyle Cummings, also a native of Jamaica, right?
Yeah, he's a native of Jamaica also a good friend of mine, Kyle, pretty good player. When he came here, I didn't know him before he came to Fort McMurray, so when I met him the day he came to practice and stuff, and I kept on telling him, like, you think it's cold now, just wait till a couple months from now, you know, you're gonna see what it's really like, you know. But he's a good guy, and I tried to guide him as best as I can from my experience here, and he will do pretty good.
Now, one thing that stood out, aside from your great defense, being an all-conference all-star for the North, also being the MVP for the tournament, I had the honor to select that, and just your outstanding play you could notice from up high. But the one thing is you showed being an MVP also off the field, as talking to the Lethbridge coach. Maybe tell us about that, what happened in the hallway.
Yeah, I mean, he came out of his dressing room, and you could see he was pretty depressed, you know. I mean, taking a loss is never easy, and I was on the phone talking to my parents, and I just told them to hold on, and I just went over and I told him, hey, I know it's tough to take a loss, but at the same time, you gotta hold your head high. You guys made it this far, and it's not the end of the journey, you know. Just keep your head up, and best of luck in everything else that you do, and I wish you all the best next year.
And how old are you?
I'm 25.
And you want to become a psychiatrist? that would be a great career for you with that mindset. What are you going to do in life? What are you going to take in life?
Well, I'm doing business in school right now. I one day want to be a successful marketing manager for a top company. Maybe Shaw, who knows, one day I can run their marketing department for them. So, I mean, yeah, I hopefully want to start a soccer business also, a soccer store in Fort McMurray, because it's tough driving out of the town, out of the city all the time when you want proper cleats and stuff like that. So I was thinking about opening a sports store, sporting wear store in Fort McMurray.
Okay, now when this airs, you've already gone to the national championships in St. Lambert. How do you think you're going to do in St. Lambert?
Well, this year our mindset's pretty good. We know what we want. We know what we're aiming for. You know, we're just going to go out there and take it as we took every other game, as the last game. So every game we play, we say, this is the game, this is the last game. If you don't win this game, then you can't move on. So we're just going to take it one step at a time, and we'll put our hard work in, as we've been doing all season. I'm pretty sure we can come out on top.
Okay, great. And coming out on top is Angel Goldson, as Angel was not only the Keyano Huskies MNP Athlete of the Month for October, but this week he was the ACAC Marymount International Athlete of the Week, doing double duty. And up next, we're talking to head coach Connor Brady of the Keyano Huskies men's soccer team as we take a look at some Huskies trivia. Well, welcome back to Shaw TV 10, Huskies Howl. This is Curtis J. Phillips, and we had some interesting Huskies trivia there. But right now, instead of trivia, we're talking history, as we're here with Connor Brady, head coach of the Keyano Huskies men's soccer team. And Connor, just a second ago, we had Angel Goldson up here talking about he was selected as the MNP, Huskies Athlete of the Month, and he was also selected today as the Marymount International Hostiles ACAC Player of the Week. But the interesting concept there was usually statistically, and we selected him because of what he did after the game, talking to the head coach for the Lethbridge Kodiaks, giving him an upbeat. What does that say of the young man?
That's pretty typical Angel. You know, I think Angel's a guy who's gone through a lot himself in the last couple of years, and he's done a lot of growing up. So we've also had a lot of ups and downs. You know, Angel lost that game last year. You know, he knows that feeling. He knows what the taste that was left in that coach's mouth, and he knows how hard that can be. So for him to take some time out of his day, and I know he was talking to Mom at home in Jamaica, and to take some time away from that conversation, just to kind of let him know to stay up and stay positive, and that they battled hard is typical Angel, and that's just one of the many reasons why he's one of our captains.
And winning the ACAC championship this year, what does that mean to you and the team?
I think everything we do as a team, but to me personally, it's a big commitment. We spend a lot of time on the road. It's tough to find players. It's tough to get players to commit, but when they do and they all buy in, it's definitely rewarding. And to win an ACAC championship with this group of guys is really special. It definitely validates a lot of the sacrifices that have been made along the way. And for some of these athletes, I think we overachieved a little bit last year. I think we weren't as deep as we needed to be, and some of our leaders last year, they had some high expectations of coach and the coaching staff this year, and I think we were able to deliver, and then in doing so, hold them accountable and set a high expectation and a standard for them. So it was a lot of fun for sure.
Now, expectations and standards. When this is airing, you'll be playing at the CCAA Championships in St. Lambert, Quebec. How do you expect to do, and what will it take to have that winning formula?
Well, it's no longer our first picnic, right? So there's no excuses. And I think last year, like I said, I think we overachieved a little bit. And, we were there on a bye, and it's not really how we wanted to do it, but we weren't going to complain about it, that's for sure. So last year we were kind of just happy to be there, and I think this year we're going to go try and we're going to go try and win it. We're going to go try and take it down, because we think that this group is capable of a lot of things, and a national championship isn't out of our grasp. So I think it's something that we're going to focus on. We're going to have a good week of training, and we're going to prepare, and we're going to go there and look to do damage.
I was thinking earlier the other night, my own persona. I'm the person that lives in the moment, and I remember in 1975, I don't remember, in 1975 I scored the winning basket for a provincial championship in basketball. I have no recollection, because in my mind, even if I'm doing a special event and win, my mind seconds later is focused on the next challenge. What I really enjoy seeing is, and that's just my persona, nothing against other people, coming down to see you on the field the other day. The game was over, I turned to you and you were crying, tears of joy. And I became misty from that, because I know the sacrifices it takes for people to get there, to sacrifice. What are some of the sacrifices, and what has it meant to your life?
Well, you spend a lot of time with one family and away from another family. So, a lot of time with the boys, a lot of time at training sessions, and even when you're home, sometimes you are preoccupied because you're planning that day's training session or that week's training sessions, or you're setting goals for not only yourself but the team, and you're focused a lot of the time on the team. So, I've got an incredible wife who's incredibly supportive, and not to just me, to every player on my team. And if she isn't the way that she is, and she's not, the rock that she is for my family and this team, then these guys don't get quite a dedicated coach. So for us, it's really important.
Where does it come from, here or here?
A lot of it's here, for sure. For me, I'm an emotional guy, and it's about keeping your emotions in check. And we didn't perform like we did on Saturday, and I think part of that is because I let my emotions get carried away on me, and I told myself I was just going to enjoy Sunday, and as a group we talked about just enjoying it, and it was emotional, and it was good, but that's why you play. That's why we're in sport. That's why we play soccer, is to get a chance to be part of that moment, and to get a chance to be in that game, and to get a chance to make those relationships and share those moments with the family.
And speaking of moments, thank you for your great perspective and talking honestly with us here in Huskies Howl. And speaking of moments, we'd toss it to Doug Roxborough, who was emceeing the ACAC Men's Soccer Championships held October 30th to November 1st at Shell Place. And we'll see you next time on Huskies Howl.
I'm Doug Roxburgh, and welcome to the ACAC Men's Soccer Awards Banquet. Give your guys a round of applause. Come on, you guys are here, you made it. I just want to go over a couple of housekeeping items. Sate, welcome to the party. I know we were kind of waiting on you guys. Welcome, you made it, you're here. We also want to welcome all the dignitary and VIPs. So Dr. Kevin Nagel and all the Keyano College executive, welcome. Keyano College board and governor members. Fort McMurray Public and Catholic School Board superintendents. If you're here, welcome. ACAC representatives and officials. The sponsor, Elite Sportswear. All you guys, participating athletes and coaches, welcome. You guys qualified, you're here, great, congratulations. All conference award winners, all media that's attending, and the championship organizing committees, welcome and enjoy the evening because it's going to be a good one.